und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Let's Play The Cat Lady. In der letzten Folge haben wir es geschafft, mit der Mutter im obersten Geschoss zu sprechen. Mitzi gibt sich als Babysitterin aus. Und wir schauen uns hier mal die Fotos an. Hauptsächlich Babyfotos. Es gibt auch einige von Pauline klingt englischer. Und ihrem Ex. Sein Gesicht fehlt auf jedem Einzelnen. Warum sie diesen Kerl so unbedingt aus ihrem Leben rausschneiden will? Also wenn sie diesen Kerl so unbedingt aus ihrem Leben rausschneiden will, warum hängt sie nicht einfach die Fotos ab? Naja, weil sie vielleicht den Rest, der vielleicht positiv war, in Erinnerung behalten will. Hi.
I should let you know from the start that looking after a toddler is not an easy task. They're just beginning to crawl, they're very curious, and sometimes they can cry for no apparent reason. And my Alyssa, well, she is a very noisy child. Did you have any previous experience with children?
Yes, I used to babysit my neighbour's kids.
Excellent. I know we all have to start somewhere, but it helps if you at least know the basics. I'd like to get back to work soon, you see. Just part-time for now. That's why I need someone to stay with her. I'm not going to find it easy to be apart from Alyssa, but my career has always been important to me as well. They won't wait for me forever. If I don't do this now, they'll just replace me.
Where do you work?
I'm a hotel manager. It's a very competitive industry, but I've always loved it. I miss it a lot.
There just isn't enough support for working parents.
Tell me about it. If I don't get back to work in 2 weeks' time, they will cut my maternity pay in half. So I haven't really got a choice. It's either this or Alyssa and me will face the life in poverty.
Das ist hart.
I have a great connection with kids. I'm sure I can manage with Alyssa.
Okay, I don't doubt that. How about, would you like to hold Alyssa for a minute? We should probably see if she likes you first.
Yes,
Oh my
definitely. But I ought to wash my hands first.
Your hands?
My hands. I must have touched a million things on my way here. As much as I want to hold her, I just don't think it's safe, you know?
Really? What have you been touching?
Oh, just ordinary things, this and that.
You look pretty clean. I'm sure it'll be okay.
Well, if you must know,
Oh. Das ist nicht gut. Was nehmen wir denn? Ja, oh, das könnte ja alles. Also das würde ich definitiv nicht nehmen. Ich habe einen Obdach.
I volunteered at the hospital earlier today.
Oh, I'm impressed. You don't see many young people doing that these days. But you're right. As nice as that is of you, there's all sorts of bugs you can pick up in a hospital. It won't hurt to be extra careful. I'll show you to the bathroom. Would you mind answering the door for me?
Sure, no problem.
It's probably just my friend Kate. Just let her in, please. Is that okay? The bathroom's this way. Follow me.
Your turn, Mrs. A.
Seriously?
Do something. Anything.
Fine. Make sure you scrub those dirty hands really well. I need a bit of time.
Oh Gott, was zur Hölle, ey. Oh!
Hello?
Hello? Are you Kate?
I've been sent by the agency. My name is Rita Tickle. May I come in, please?
Oh Gott.
Agency? What agency?
The Happy Nanny Babysitters Agency, of course.
Happy Nanny.
We bring fun and professionalism into childminding at a discount price. May I come in, please?
Wait, just hang on a second.
I believe we have an appointment. It was confirmed by post. Didn't you get a letter?
Hang on, I said. I'm sorry. The position has already been taken.
Oh, great. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Thanks for your time. See ya.
Wait.
Oh Gott.
There must have been some kind of mix-up.
No, there wasn't a mix-up. You're just too late.
I'd better call the office and find out what happened.
What happened? Die redet voll komisch, als hätte sie so eine heiße Kartoffel im Mund. Blitzeblank. Nichts Nützliches, Bücher, Bücher, Bücher. Was sind hier für Fotos? Pauline und ihr Kind. Aber das Gesicht von dem Kerl ist nach wie vor rausgeschnitten. Was haben wir denn hier? Boah, der voll riesig. Voll übertrieben. Das muss voll geil sein, irgendwie da drauf fernzusehen oder zu zocken. Laptop. Oh. Ja, das Wasser läuft, deswegen sie könnte jeden Moment rauskommen. Ah, wie psycho das ist. Aber die Schere können wir... Die können wir nehmen. Die brauchen wir doch noch. Ja, das ist natürlich schon hart, ne? Das ist natürlich... Hier sind noch mehr. Ach nee, das waren die eben, ja. Ja gut, dann nehmen wir die. Dann müssen... Ja.
So, was it my friend at the door?
No, just some door-to-door salesman.
Well, I hope you told him to go to hell. I honestly don't know what these people are thinking.
Yeah, me neither.
Die denken daran, Geld zu verdienen.
I'm sure
Oh
it's Kate this
nein.
time. I'll let her in if you'll excuse me for a minute.
Wait! I think I've got something in my eye.
Right.
I can't touch my eye. I'll need some help to get it out.
You'll be fine. Just go back to the bathroom and use one of my cotton buds.
Oh!
Don't be such a
Eee.
baby, Mitzi.
I'm feeling really sick all of a sudden.
Oh. Do you think you're actually going to throw up?
Yes, definitely. Oh, yes.
Quickly go back to the bathroom. I don't mean to be rude, but this is a very expensive carpet.
Will you come with me? Please? But you did, didn't you? I'm scared. Everything's just spinning around.
Can Mrs. Ashworth go with you for a change?
It's okay. I'll answer the door and let your friend in, yeah?
Well... Fine. I'll put Alyssa in her bed for a minute and I'll come with you. You must have got some bag in the hospital after all.
Ach du Scheiße, ey. Das ist bestimmt wieder die... Ich habe ihren Namen schon vergessen. Die von der Happy Nanny Agency.
It's you? Again?
Hello.
Oh Gott. Hello.
This flat number 8. My name is Rita Tickle from the Happy Nanny Agency. May I come in, please?
Nope.
I've told you already. You're too late.
You have? I thought I got the wrong door last time.
It's the right door. I was looking for a nanny, but I'm not anymore. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. You were looking for a nanny? I have
ist sie
10 years
behindert.
experience and training in child discipline techniques and behavioural psychology. Also, I am known for good personal hygiene, strong work ethics, and I only take one break every 5 hours. Just to use the restroom.
Wow, that sounds really great. But I'd like you to go away now.
You don't need a nanny.
Nope. I've decided to give my baby up for adoption.
You're an evil person. You'll go to hell for doing that to your baby.
Yeah. I've already been to hell. They don't want me there.
Oh, was für eine... Oh Gott. Voll irre. Oh Mann. Ja, soll ich mich jetzt hier mal ranmachen? Benutzen? Tja, hier ist nach wie vor nichts. Ich kann mich auch nicht um die Kinder kümmern, nö. Vielleicht kann ich noch mal in die Küche. Das glaube ich eher weniger. Bücherregal. Oder kann ich wieder rausgehen? Ich könnte rausgehen. Krasser okay. Genau. Wollen wir hier vielleicht... Ich muss einen sicheren Weg geben. Schalte aus. Und dann die... Warum auch immer, aber hey.
These scissors seem sharp enough.
Oh. Okay.
Let's create some diversion. I hope this is what Mitzi had in mind.
Oh nein, aber dann haben doch beide Wohnungen keinen Strom mehr und dann... Ja, das ist ganz schlecht, weil wie wollen wir dann bitte an den Laptop? Gut, Akkubetrieb.
What happened to the lights? I'm terrified of the dark. I can't move. Oh God, can't breathe.
Calm down, it's alright. Probably just that stupid meter. It must have run out of money again. It's not even that dark.
Please, you've got to do something about it. I think I'm going to faint.
Fine, just stay in my bedroom. There'll still be plenty of sunlight there at this time of the day. I'll go outside and put some money on the meter. It'll only take a minute.
Dann...
Right. Let's do it.
Nein, da bin ich
Was
immer
that you,
gespannt.
Mrs. Ashworth? What happened?
No idea. Maybe it's a blackout, like in the old days.
It's probably just the meter. Let me see.
So it's not her either.
So viel Stress für nichts.
It's time to leave. This interview is over.
Tja, bin ich aber gespannt, was wir ihr sagen werden. Sie wird ja wissen, dass
I don't get it. The cable's been cut. But why would anyone do that?
I think we're going to go now. This whole power cut gave me a terrible headache.
Was that you, Jessie? But we haven't finished yet. Have you changed your mind about the job?
No, of course not. I'm just scared of darkness.
Was macht die
And I
Frau
still
denn da
feel
noch?
sick, you know. Perhaps we can continue some other time.
I've had it. I'm getting a new fuse box.
Was that you, Jessie?
Yeah. How are you doing, Pauline?
Well, we need the power back. Can you do something?
Yeah, I can easily fix that. There's an electrical store that's open till late. I'll get some stuff and I'll be back before you know it.
Bear in mind it's not just the fuse box, it's the cable this time.
I'll get a new cable too, don't worry. But in the meantime, go home, find some candles and chill, yeah?
Thanks, Jessie. That's awfully nice of you.
Well, it was great seeing you, but we're going to leave now.
Hello.
Oh.
Who's that?
My name is Rita Tickle.
Rita who? What the hell is going on here? Do you know this woman, Mrs. Ashworth?
I've never seen her before in all my life.
Oh mein Gott. Wie geil, ey.
Now she'll think we are absolutely crazy.
I wouldn't worry too much. You're not exactly the most popular neighbor in the house anyway.
Thanks.
What? You don't actually care what those idiots think, do you?
No, of course not. It's just that Pauline seems all right. I'm not too proud of causing her all this trouble.
It'll get fixed soon. Look, Jessie's gone out. We can now get inside flat 7 and see what he's been up to.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
We can also cross Pauline off the list. I've searched through her internet history, and needless to say, there's nothing exciting there.
Das Interessanteste wäre ja, wenn niemand nachher irgendwie damit was zu tun hat. Es sei denn Eric, wie gesagt, aber falsche Richtung. Es ist dunkel, tut mir leid, ich bin verwirrt. Jetzt knackt das Schloss.
Now that he's gone, we can get inside?
Yes, let's do that.
I'll close my eyes and you pick that lock, Mitzi.
Okay, but no peeking.
I'd never. You've really hurt my feelings now.
Ja.
Oh Mann.
Now close them.
Ich muss sagen, also auch wenn die ganze Story doch recht bedrückend ist, finde ich es geil, dass dann immer so ein paar Szenen,
Jesus, are these...
dass hier trotzdem immer so ein paar Szenen sind, die
Relax,
recht cool
Mrs. A.
sind.
They're just Halloween masks.
Oh, good. That's good. Because I swear, if I see another bloody head...
Was ich gerade sagen wollte, habe ich es gerade gesagt oder habe ich es nicht? Egal, diese humoristischen Szenen, die sie teilweise hier haben, finde ich echt geil. Finde ich echt geil gemacht. Teufelsmaske, Hockeymaske. Okay, Pflanzen, keine davon sind illegal, sehen illegal aus. Er mag wohl einfach Pflanzen. Ja, ist doch auch schön. Ich finde sogar, dass seine Wohnung recht cool aussieht. Dieser Lautsprecher ist riesig und er ist mit Jessys Computer verbunden. Immer wenn er Musik hört, müssen die Wände wackeln. Das ist auch voll geil. Also ich muss sagen, der hat eine echt stylische Wohnung. Gefällt mir. Ja. Ach, stimmt. Kein Problem. Stimmt, wir haben ja auch nur das Kabel zu ihrer Wohnung raus. Ja, klar, gut. Alles klar.
So, who's got windows over this side of the building?
Now this is a dress worthy of the cat widow. I guess we could also check one flat below Joe's. I just hope the cable's long enough.
Let's find out, shall we?
Na, erstmal wollen wir den hier. Moment, das heißt, wir können jetzt auch nicht einfach runter. Wir müssten jetzt eigentlich kurz ins Erdgeschoss und eigentlich unser Kostüm vorbereiten. Ich glaube, das wäre das Beste, oder? Dass wir das jetzt erstmal schon mal machen. Oh, die Zeit ist bald um, sehe ich auch gerade. Aber ich möchte mich erst umziehen. Falls ich es anziehen werde, oder vielleicht werden wir auch einfach nur... Schauen wir mal. Ja.
We need to make some adjustments.
Dann bin ich ja mal gespannt.
Now this is a dress worthy of the cat widow.
Why don't you admit it was too small for you?
Ha ha, bloody ha. Why don't you just shut up? Whoever wore this dress probably hadn't eaten in years. You'd struggle to get a skeleton into it. This is it. We've got all we need.
Great. Are you going to tell me about the cat widow now?
Yes, it's story time, Mitzi. The legend says there was once a bad man who hated cats. He hated his bald head and his weak, ugly body. He probably hated himself the most, although he would never admit it.
I think I see where this is going.
One day, out of pure hatred for the whole world and everything that lives, he captured a family of cats and drowned them all in the river. That day, the sun turned black and all the birds went silent as the 6 kittens struggled for life. But trapped in a strong canvas bag, they never had a chance. They all died that day. All but one. The mother cat, in a desperate fight to set herself free, by pure luck clawed her way out of the bag and swam to the shore. She stayed on the bank of the river for a while. The world stopped turning for her. her eyes empty and blind. Her heart crashed into pieces as she watched their limp, dead bodies stolen by the current. Running after them, she followed them for days, for as long as she could. Then, eventually, she lost sight of them. She stayed on the bank of the river for a while. The world stopped turning for her, her eyes empty and blind. And then, one day, she slowly slid down the bank and into the cold, dark water. She gave in to it. She let the river take her away too, cover her mouth, her ears, her eyes. But as the water filled her lungs and she started slipping into darkness, there was another strange feeling that burst in her mind like a ball of flames. Anger, rage even. Her last craving, before she drowned, was for revenge, for blood. And so she returned, reborn and changed, a cat widow, veiled in black, mistress of the cats. Her body of a young woman, but her eyes of a cat, and her face, white, rotten, face of a corpse. Those who saw it rarely lived to tell the tale. She would get her revenge on all cat killers and cat torturers. But there was someone she had to see first, someone special, someone she really hated the most. As the evening came, it was strangely quiet in the man's flat. As he lived alone, he usually liked to fill the silence with the sound of radio or TV shows. But that night, he switched them all off, feeling anxious and tired after work. He tried to sleep, but couldn't. And for once, there wasn't anyone there he could blame for it. As he stared through the window, he kept thinking about how much he hated that view. He liked it once, a long time ago, when his wife was still there and they were happy together. Suddenly, he heard knocking on the door. Some part of him was glad, because that meant he could take it out on whoever decided to bother him. There was nobody there. He almost felt disappointed, but before he turned to walk away, he suddenly noticed something down the hall. He noticed a shadow of a cloaked figure standing ahead. He stopped again. He couldn't believe his eyes. Someone wrote "Cat Killer" on his door. He had a passion for trains. Although he hated being a train driver, he had always enjoyed watching them move. But now, his train model was moving all on its own. He was absolutely certain he'd left it switched off. And yet, there it was, running at crazy speed, remote control missing. Something was seriously wrong, and that something had entered his home now too. He hoped he was just imagining things, tired as he was. But there was another surprise waiting for him in his bedroom. cat widow is here was written all over the wall. As in a dream, he went to the kitchen to get a drink.
Also das mache ich jetzt noch zu Ende, ne? Also, da will ich jetzt nicht stoppen.
There was no water. He knew there were valves in the basement that turned it off, but no one's been down there for years. He felt sick. None of this made any sense. And yet, deep down, he knew what he did to the cats was wrong. There was a part of him that almost wanted to be punished. The part he tried so hard to hide. He thought he'd heard something in the corridor. Was there someone there with him? His head was spinning. He felt ambushed, trapped, like an animal. He had to get out of there. Getting really scared now, he decided to call the police. His phone was of no use. The SIM card had been removed, and that wasn't even the worst part. There was a photo of a black cat set as screensaver. He remembered this cat. He'd watched that strange pest control man put it in a cage and into his van. He'd looked at it through the window for a while, then pulled the curtains and went to bed. He stopped, paralyzed. He'd heard something right in front of him. A whisper, more like a purr. She was there, in the dark corner of his living room, waiting. Black veil covering that pale, dead face. And yet, he could almost feel Cat Widow's eyes piercing through him. She came closer, like a ghost, and swiftly removed the veil. She came back for him, to take him to the river, to make him pay for what he'd done. As he looked into her eyes, he could feel the world spinning around him, his knees go weak, his pants suddenly wet around his crotch. As much as he hated life, he didn't want to die either. Inside, he was just a big, stinking coward. And then he fainted. Did you see his face? I knew he'd fall for this.
Yeah, we scared the living shit out of him. Now that's teamwork. Are you sure he won't know it was you, though?
Oh, he probably will, once he's had time to think about what happened. But he's too proud to ever admit he's been beaten by a woman. I know him just about enough to know that.
Let's hope so. I don't want you to get in trouble because of me.
No. That was something I had to do for myself. And I feel much better for it.
The only problem now is that we still haven't found Eye of Adam. Because it definitely isn't Brian. The only problem now is that we still haven't found Eye of Adam. Because it definitely isn't Brian.
Let's cross him off the list.
Okay, das heißt, wir haben nur noch eine Wohnung. Und passt mal auf, ich wette, nachher finden wir heraus, dass dort, dass der damit auch nichts zu tun hat. Ja, irgendwie erwarte ich das. Ich erwarte irgendwie, dass der damit nichts zu tun hat und dass vielleicht Eric irgendwas damit zu tun hat. Aber das Beste wäre ja natürlich, wir sind selber suizidgefährdet. Wer weiß. vielleicht hat ja Susan selber Scheiße gebaut. Who knows, ne? Aber nee, ich wollte jetzt keine Pause machen, weil ich glaube, das war ganz gut, dass man das jetzt am Stück gesehen hat. Es war so ziemlich gut inszeniert. Ich wollte jetzt auch nicht irgendwie so die übertriebenen Antworten nehmen, Zombie-Katze oder mit einer Schrotflinte ihn erschießen. Das ist ja Quatsch, finde ich. Also, ich finde das irgendwie schöner, wenn Horrorgeschichten, wie soll ich sagen, so ein bisschen ruhiger sind und dass da alles so unterschwellig kommt, dieser guckt durch Schlüsselloch-Effekt quasi, dieser ganze Splatterkrams, den es irgendwie heutzutage gibt, ich weiß nicht. Ist irgendwie nicht so meins. Aber gut, Leute, das war's für heute mit Let's Play Cat Lady in Überfolge. Morgen, denke ich mal, wird es wieder eine normale Folge geben. Und ja, ich würde sagen, bis zum nächsten Mal.